Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about some truths that musicians generally don't want to talk about. There's really no such thing as job security. When you finally land your own Broadway show, it feels like you've hit the jackpot. You might even be thinking to yourself, you know what, I finally made it. And trust me, I know that feeling. I've had 3 Broadway shows and 2 off-Broadway shows. It's great. The steady paychecks, the applause, the excitement of being a part of something bigger than yourself. It's amazing. After the 2010 Tony Awards, I remember coming home and celebrating the show, winning. I think we won 4 Tony Awards, and being on TV and Radio City, I cried. I felt like it was the pinnacle of my career as a musician, and to a degree, it was. But here's the reality: Broadway is fickle. Shows close. Sometimes they close really, really early. You thought this show was going to run forever, but usually they don't last more than a year. But if you think that it's going to run forever, it's a dangerous mindset. Relying on one gig as your sole source of income is like putting all of your eggs into one basket and hoping that that basket never tips over. Spoiler alert, it will. A good friend of mine told me once, producers lie and shows close. That line hits differently when it happens to you. It happened to me at Ain't Too Proud, which closed early in 2022 after about 488 performances. That was my slap in the face and a reminder that Broadway is never guaranteed. You know, landing a Broadway show is an amazing achievement. There's a thrill of recording the cast album. Your drumming is etched into Broadway history. It's great. And for as long as the show lasts, it's steady income and it's incredible. You're playing with the greatest musicians in New York, you're bonding with your pit family, and occasionally meeting celebrities backstage. It's a dream come true, and I hope every one of you gets a chance to experience it at least once. Shows like Hamilton, Book of Mormon, MJ, they're the exceptions. Most shows don't last that long. Even award-winning shows like Memphis the Musical, my first Broadway gig, they eventually close. So what should you do? Diversify. Don't rely on one gig to sustain your career. Here's why. You need financial stability. You need creative freedom. You need skill diversification. You got to make sure you keep networking. You got to think about long-term planning. You should be thinking about teaching, coaching, session work, writing, licensing your music, of course, getting out there and doing some live performances, selling online content, maybe even selling some merchandise. Look, I love Broadway. It's an incredible gig to have, but it's not the only gig out there. The key to surviving and thriving as a musician is to think bigger, stay sharp, and always have multiple irons in the fire. If you got some value out of this video, please hit that like button and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more insights on navigating the world of Broadway and navigating the world as a professional musician in New York City. Also, check out my website, Broadway Drumming 101, for resources, interviews, and more tools to help you succeed. Until next time, keep playing and stay prepared.